In a lush and lively forest, a tiny ant lived peacefully with her family. From a young age, she was known for her wisdom, dedication, and the way she always stayed ahead of the rest. But with time, something shifted deep within her heart whenever she saw the peacock spreading his magnificent feathers in dance. A thought would trouble her: how beautiful he is. Everyone watches him with awe. Why doesn't anyone notice me? When the butterfly glided effortlessly through the air, she whispered to herself, if only I had wings. Why must I always crawl on the ground? Even the playful squirrel stirred. Envy in her leaping from one tree to another like it was nothing. Gradually, her heart began to darken. Bitterness took root. The once energetic ant, who used to gather food before anyone else, now lagged behind, lost in thoughts, distant and dull. Others noticed the change. They would ask gently, "You seem different lately. Why do you look so sad?" But she would only force a faint smile and remain quiet. Then, one day, the forest was shaken by a powerful storm. Winds roared, rain poured endlessly, trees snapped, rivers burst their banks, many animals lost their homes, the butterfly's delicate wings were drenched too heavy to lift. She could no longer lift herself into the air. The squirrel's beloved tree had fallen, leaving her curled up on the cold, wet ground, trembling. Even the majestic peacock stood silently, his once glorious feathers now soaked and dragging, unable to open or shine. The forest was in disarray. Chaos had replaced the calm, but beneath the ground, the ant colony remained safe untouched by the storm. Their strong, carefully built tunnels had shielded them from harm. Watching the devastation above, something stirred deep within the little. And all this time, I was busy envying others. Double quotes, she thought. And now, they're the ones in need. Maybe I can do something. Maybe I can make a difference. With new determination in her eyes, she called upon her colony. We must step out. We must help. Together, we can save them. Without hesitation, hundreds of ants formed perfect lines and moved out. Some lifted the fragile butterfly on their backs, carrying her to a dry, safe patch of earth. Others gathered leaves and built a soft bed for the shivering squirrel. And some gently cleaned the peacock's feathers, lifting the weight off his body, helping him stand tall again. The animals watched in awe. How could creatures so small possess hearts so vast? When the storm passed and sunlight touched the forest once more, the butterfly, the squirrel, and the peacock came to the ant, their eyes filled with gratitude. The peacock bowed and said, "I have seen many colors in life, but none as beautiful as your kindness." The squirrel whispered, "Today, I've learned that real strength isn't in leaping high, but in lifting others." The butterfly smiled softly, "You don't have wings. You don't glow, yet you were the one who saved us. That makes you the greatest among us all." For the first time, the little ant felt a warmth inside her, a pride she had never known before. She no longer wished to be someone else. She had found her worth. From that day on, she never compared herself to anyone again. She understood that every creature is born with a unique purpose. And when we embrace who we truly are and use it to serve others, we shine in a way no one else can. And when we truly recognize our own strengths and use them to uplift others, that's when we become truly special. Jealousy clouds our vision. It makes us forget the treasure hidden within our own hearts. We waste precious moments longing for someone else's blessings while ignoring the power we carry inside. But real greatness doesn't lie in beauty, wings, or how high you can soar. True greatness lies in kindness, in service, and in the courage to use what we already have for the good of others. Being small is not a weakness. Because sometimes the biggest heart lives in the tiniest being. If this simple story touched your heart today, don't forget to press the like button and share it with someone who needs this reminder.